Good afternoon. Today's video is going to be basically part 2 of my son picks my makeup. I have 2 little boys, and of course if one does something, the other one has to do it too, right? So I have a full face of makeup that he has picked out for me, and there's some pretty bold choices here, so I went with a black shirt today, so we're not clashing too bad with anything. So I'm very excited, and I actually have a little clip of him going through things, so if I can find that, we recorded that probably a week ago or something, but if I can find it, I'll put it in here. Alright, first you're gonna pick some base products. I need one foundation.
I like this one.
The Clinique, okay.
Can you guys read that? Yeah, you can read that. Alright.
Okay. I need a face powder, which is right in this area.
On this side. Let's go with.
Okay. Face primers are in here and up here.
Jelly Pop.
Jelly Pop, alright. And a concealer. That is a face spray, but you can also grab one of those out.
I'll grab this one. Alright.
Okay. Then we're going to move up here. And I need a bronzer, which is in this area right here.
This.
Okay, number 7.
Oh, right there.
Okay. Next to that, we have highlighters right here, and then to the back, in these 3 rows, and then
what color is this?
kind of a pinky blush. The rest of those are all blushes on that side.
All the stuff.
All of those are blushes.
Like this.
Juvia's Place Bella blush. Is that the color you want?
Yeah.
From Friends. Okay. And I need a lipstick, which all of these are lipsticks right here. And even behind.
Fish.
Okay. And out of this, I need a gloss.
I'm gonna go with Girlfriend, because I totally have one.
Now down here, mascaras and eyeliners and such. Can I pick out any of those? I need an eyeliner with a waterline.
Are these all the colors that they are?
Yeah, most of those are the container is the color.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I'll have to make those Friends palettes work with a yellow eyeliner. Okay.
Yeah.
Next to that, there are some black eyeliners, like liquid liners. Grab me one of those.
Here?
Out of the middle basket.
Here?
Yep. Okay. Black eyeliner from Physicians Formula. Alright, in the back there are eyebrow pencils and then an eyebrow gel in front of it. That's an eyebrow, like wax. That'll work as a gel. No?
Alright, this?
Yeah, that's an eyebrow gel. And then I need a pencil out of the container behind it.
This.
I need 2 mascaras out of that bin, please.
Oh.
Okay. So I think that's everything. Thank you. So with that, let's get into it. We're just gonna start. All right. He has chosen the Catrice Prime and Fine Mattifying. So we're gonna spray that on. Looking a little dewy today already before I even start, so we're gonna definitely get that. And then the opposite side of the spectrum, he also picked the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Dew Primer. This he did not hesitate. He knows that this smells like watermelon, and he loves this. We're gonna use some of that, or a lot of that, I guess. Ooh, I'm running down the face today. I apply all of my primers with a brush, but the Jelly Pop ones like smush all the hairs together, and I kind of forget I should just use my hands for these. Next time. We'll see if I remember. I doubt it. For eye primer, I'm going to use the same one I've used in all of the videos that they've done for me with the picking out. This is the MAC Paint Pot. This has quickly become a favorite. You ever get that one product that you just seem to favor over the other things you have, you know? Alright, so there's eye primer. And for eyebrows, we have the Milani Precision Brow and Soft Brown and the Estee Lauder Brow Now. It's a clear brow gel. I really like these Milani eyebrow pencils. Maybe I'll have to take my sleeve out for this one. I also have this pencil in the shade Caramel, and I think I like that one better. It's a little bit lighter, but I think this is like a good neutral brown. Okay, now we're going to go in with our Estee Lauder Brow Gel. I think this is like one of the only clear brow gels I have. I usually use tinted ones. And I think you'll see a theme in all of these things as well, as it was with the last two videos, you know, very cute packaging heavy, you know, very themed. So we have our brow gel in, nothing too exciting. I do think I'm going to go ahead and do my face first. I was debating on doing the eyes, but the blush is pretty bold, and the highlighter even, it kind of clashes with the blush, actually, but there's the highlighter. But I'm going to put these on first and kind of see what we're looking like before I pick the palette. So, for foundation, he chose the Clinique Even Better Foundation. And this is in, I have two of these. I have one in my project pan. And I'm going to try this one. If it's too light, I'm going to go ahead and add some of this. This one's in 0.75 custard, so I do think it is a little bit light for me. I've been trying to be more aware of how much foundation I'm applying at a time. I feel like for a while I was just kind of going all in, and then I would have so much left on my sponge or my brush, so I'm trying to be more careful. Sorry, I'm looking over here again. It's one of those overcast days again, and it just grays my photo or my camera out. You know, in my mind I'm like, oh, that's too light. In reality, it perfectly matches my neck. So I think I'm going to put a little bit more though, like on the center of the face. Just going to add it to my sponge. It was a lot more than I thought it was. Okay. We're adding a lot more to the sponge. Alright, on to concealer. He has picked the Instant Age Rewind in Light. I bet this will be darker than the foundation. Yeah, it's definitely darker than the foundation, but... So I'll actually put some on these like blemishes I have then, since we're here. I'll grab a brush to blend that in, and then I will probably go over it with a sponge. The side that had the foundation on it to maybe lighten this up and make sure it's blended in, you know. I barely reach for these concealers anymore. I have a couple like the brightener shade and this one. And I don't know, I feel like they just started to look really creasy on my under eyes. Like they used to be amazing, you know, and then I think this was one of those products that I didn't dislike the product, but something kind of took its place. I think this is one of those. Like I said, we're taking that sponge side we used with the foundation just to make sure. Yeah, I don't feel like that looks really yellow or anything. I think it did a nice job of concealing. So far, some good choices here. This is one thing I hate about this though, is like it's all up in the cap and stuff, and like if you don't use everything you squirted out, it's a mess. Okay, for powder, he has chosen the Flower Beauty Light Illusion, which was a good choice because this is actually like a scotch too dark, and this was, you know, a scotch too light. So I feel like when he picked it, I was like, yes, you know. Oh man, that just took all that coverage right there. No. And he only picked this one powder, so I have to make this work with the under eye. Oh! I do have something to fix that though. Look how dark that made that look. Okay. Nobody panic. There is something else that was chosen that can help us here. This is a nude L23. So because it has darkened everything, I'm going to take it down the neck. But that aside, it really did smooth everything out. Like this part where it kind of took the, like the pores, it looks nice. But I definitely don't have the right shade, you know. That feels nice and set. Now he also picked the Shade and Light Contour from KBD. And this is what I was referring to. I'm going to take this powder and put this under my eyes. It's actually pretty light. Okay. Alright, that's not a lot lighter, but it's definitely okay. Alright, on to contouring. We'll go ahead and do the nose first since I have it in my hand. That looks a little harsh, so I'm going to take my powder brush, just dab over it. Alright, on to some contouring of the actual cheeks and neck. Now when I'm doing my contour, I don't always think that it does a lot, like when I'm looking at it. But I actually did a video of how I used to do my makeup like forever ago compared to now. And I really think just like the little bit here and a little bit here, I feel like it looked pretty different. Like it really gave my face a different shape. Actually seeing like one side done and one side not done, it was like, okay. You know, obviously I feel like it does something or I wouldn't do it, but to actually see the comparison, I did feel like it was a pretty good difference. I feel like I'm in the minority with the contouring though, honestly. I feel like everybody's like, oh, I skip it now. I'm like, I do it every day. I feel like when you do it every day though, it just becomes second nature and it's not like it takes any extra time. You know, it's part of the routine and it's not something I think about, I just do it. Okay, for bronzer, we have the number 7 Golden Sand bronzer. Again, not one I use very often. I thought that was interesting that they really picked things that I was not picking. And I was like, that's interesting. I don't know why. I think I stopped using this because I felt it was a little bit warm, but like the depth of it's very nice. It's not really dark. I feel like this is a fun way to rediscover, you know, some makeup I don't always grab. Now in the summer, I will take this usually like all the way down the neck and chest and kind of make it all flow. In the winter, I mean, if I'm going out, I'm going like this. And yes, it is April 1st right now, and I'm still saying winter. It is not warm here. Oh, the sun's peeking out though. Come on. You can do it. For blush, we actually have the Bella blush from Juvia's Place, which looks like this. I usually use this in the spring and summertime, so now's the opportunity. But I'm gonna make sure I don't go in with I use this one a lot for my blush. It's like a more dense brush. I'm going to go with something a little more loosely packed. We're gonna go for the face definer from Zoeva. Yeah, this little bamboo brush. It's a much floppier brush, so we're not gonna, either way it's gonna be too much. I know it is. I'm gonna tap some off on this towel actually. Look at that. That's just barely touching my face. And there's that sun we've been talking about. Oh, love it. I do feel like all of the looks that they picked out ended up turning out like a really warm tone. Cherry Coke, Fruity Pebbles, and you'll see what we have here in a minute, and it's all just very toasty. Yeah, I'm definitely glad I went with this brush though instead. I'm going to kind of blend this actually almost like that, almost like the sunburnt look is happening. I am hungry. Okay, so enough with the blush. I feel like anytime I say, oh, it's super pigmented, I put it on for like 10 minutes. I'm like, what are you doing? Okay, so that was our blush. That is very pretty, very springy, very summery. We're going to move on to highlighter now, and I have the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Lilac Geode. I don't know, we'll see how this goes with this. I normally consider this more like a purple, but it definitely has like hints of gold and pink. Well, that looks nice. Okay. You know, I would normally pair it more with a pink and purple situation, so pairing it with something more like orangey red is definitely bringing out the gold, I think, in the product. The lighting, I'm sorry, is all over the place in this video. It is sunny, cloudy. I've had to fix this. I think this is the worst the lighting is. This is the worst scenario of the lighting that it has been, even after all the other bad ones we've had. Okay, before we do eyes and lips, I'm going to use my setting spray again. On to lips now. He also picked a MAC lipstick. It's from the same collection, the one with like the fish on it. I don't know when that's from. But he picked Turn Up Your Luck, which is a bright orange red. He did not pick a lip liner, so let's hope for the best. I feel like this goes like perfectly with this blush though, right? This is in the Powder Kiss formula. It's an interesting feel on the lips. Like almost weightless, but I feel like these start to bunch up though. Like if I press my lips together too many times or like rub them together, I do feel like it gets like this weird, like pushes it all toward the outside. So I do have to be careful with that. And I do have a gloss too, but I think I will wait until the end to put that on, kind of let this all settle in. For eyeshadow, he actually picked this. I have these all in this box. It's the Friends X Revolution, the one with all the Thanksgivings. And 3 of the palettes come in here. And I keep them in the box, and he just picked the entire thing. So we have 3 to choose from here. And with the rest of the makeup, I think we're going to eliminate the Here Come the Meat Sweats. It's a very, very cool tone. It has some like peaches and things. So maybe we'll work that into it, but I'm not really feeling that one with this look. But the other 2, the Happy Turkey Day, like that middle shade, looks like it would be perfect for all of this, right? And then the What's Not to Like custard one also has some of those like really warm red tones. And I do feel like I've been going like really warm on the eyes lately, but it just kind of goes with the whole vibe of, you know, what they've picked. So that's how we're doing it. But I will be doing some eye looks coming up. I'm just like feeling creative and I want to use some of my palettes. So I think we're gonna start. Let me just open these up here and set them out so I can see what we're working with. And I will be honest, I have never used these palettes. I think I'm gonna go into the one I said I wasn't gonna use and go into China up here in the corner. Try to work that through the crease. Are you seeing anything? I think it's proof that like Makeup Revolution has the gimmick though. They both picked, you know, both my kids picked Makeup Revolution palettes because they were cute. Even my husband with the Morphe one. So packaging works, but not always the product. I've put several layers of this on now, and this little tangerine shade up here is not doing anything. So we're gonna go into, we'll change direction a little bit here. We're gonna go into Bake in this one, the center here. It's showing up a little bit, but I'm like going in, like I'm picking up a lot, not tapping off anything. And this, folks, is why I'm nervous about them owning BH Cosmetics. Like I said the other day, I said I hope they want to own them because they have amazing eyeshadow formulas. I'm just gonna buffing the edge of that out. Now it's a little harsh because I have like 3 shadows piled up there. So I think I'm gonna take Jam, which is the dark red in the center of this one. Let's see how red we can get this. I'm also gonna take this into the inner portion. It's glitter in this brush from me the other day. Okay. I'm going to take Box just on my finger and see how we like that. Okay, I may give it a glitter glue. We'll give it a glitter glue in a second. Let's put some Jam on the other eye. I mean, they're working, but I'm having to like, I'm going in and I'm having to work for this, you know? Okay, I'm going to grab some glitter glue to hopefully give this the best shot it has at being like really bold looking. So, okay, we've got that glitter primer on and ready to go. So I think I want to use the shade Box, but I kind of want to go in with like Nap or Parade, like in the very, very center first to kind of let it pop. I think I'm going to take Parade. That looked a little bit more blingy on the finger. Like right up the center of the lid. Ooh, that's actually pretty. Okay. Might actually use some more of that instead of the Box one. Yeah, I think we'll kind of put this all over the glitter glue, and then I'll use the Box shade to blend it out, which is a more like sparkly orangey color, orangey red. And then I'll dab that on the edges of this to meld it with the other red shade. Okay. I like it. I like it. I'm going to take the Box shade, which was the center shade in this one, and just kind of blend it into that, you know? See how there's like that harsh line? We don't want there to be. That's my favorite way to do it, is find a shimmer shade that like kind of bridges the gap, you know, that's a similar color to the matte one. Softens it. Like you want it to look like a halo, but I want it to kind of like blend all together, you know? Okay. That actually turned out pretty cute. Not gonna lie, was not expecting it to work that well. After the first couple shades, I was starting to lose hope. I'm gonna go back into the shade Jam, which was the deep red. I know there's only so much intensity you can get out of this kind of shade. Is there a black or anything? No, there's a dark brown in this, but... Okay, that meat shade swatches, it's this one, pretty nice. So I'm going to take like a tiny brush. Yeah, this one should be okay. And put a little bit of that out here. So another thing I've enjoyed about doing these is not letting myself pull in other palettes or use other things other than what they've picked. Because I'm like, oh, I'll just go to this palette, or oh, I'll grab, you know, an inner corner highlight, and it makes you kind of actually use what's there. And like with this like shimmer in the middle, I'm like pleasantly surprised. Okay, okay, there's that. Now he has picked out a yellow lower lash line eyeliner, so I'm trying to decide what I want to put on the lower lash line to kind of go with this. So let me put this on and then we will decide, I think. Going in with my LA Girl Pastel Dream Auto Eyeliner in Sunshine. Yeah, definitely need some color underneath there. Okay. I feel like it's just looking a little gold, so that's good. A little gold. This is bright yellow. Oh my gosh. I love these eyeliners so much. If you are in need of an eyeliner, LA Girl. LA Girl all the way. I also like their lip liners as eyeliners, so. And I do have pretty sensitive eyes, and I've not had a problem with any of those. I really, really like them. They stay really well. The eyeliners and the lip liners in the waterline. So I'm going to take the shade... I guess we'll just let the yellow be the pop, so we'll kind of go through with what we went before. I'm going to take this shade and then Parade on the center. So we'll just kind of go underneath with Jam. I was actually going to continue the halo to the bottom, but I think with the way that the yellow is sitting, I'm going to go all the way across the bottom here. I think it's bright enough on its own. Alright, I think that's good on... I was going to do some like brown on the outer corner, but... Okay, I'm going to take the shade So Good out of this one. That one over there. And put some on the inner corner. Okay, not going to lie. This has turned out much better and much brighter than I thought it would. I'm just going to put that out there. Going into it when we had the zero pigment out of that peach shade, and I'm pleasantly surprised at how this is turning out. Okay, he has picked a black eyeliner, so we'll go ahead and use that. I don't always do eyeliner though when I do a halo eye. This is the Physicians Formula Ultra Black non-waterproof. My waterproof one is empty, and if I go somewhere today, I do need to get another one. I have some of I have some other ones. I have this, I have the NYX one, which I really, really also like. But the Physicians Formula one, in my previous video I said, it lasted so long that it was ridiculous. And I was like, I feel like I really got my $10 out of it. Like, this guy's about ready to be done too. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to pick up another. I will not purchase this one again. I will get the waterproof. Yeah, I definitely need to replace one of my eyeliners. When they get so low like that, it's hard to... You have to keep going over the same spot, so then like the line gets thicker and thicker, and then you have to even them out. At some point, you just have to call it. The Physicians Formula gives that, when it's working properly, gives that really good line. So okay, we're going to move on to mascara. And for mascara, he picked two of these. The Mega Slim Skinny Mascara from Wet n Wild, the waterproof version, and the Colossal Big Shot, also waterproof. I don't usually wear waterproof on the top, but we'll make these work since that's what was chosen. I think I'm going to put the Wet n Wild on the bottom lashes and the other one on the top. And then I'm going to powder the center of my face. I have on that Catrice Anti-Shine Fixing Spray. I feel like I've powdered this probably twice now, just sitting here. And I don't feel like this is an exceptionally dewy... Oh, maybe it's the primer. The Jelly Pop Dew Primer, maybe. Alright, we're going to go ahead and put some of this on the lower lashes. We'll start there first. And I got it on my eye. Okay, I'll just scrape that off in a minute. Alright, for the Colossal Big Shot. It's so pretty. Like, I want to love this because I see it and I'm like, ooh, gold and purple. And the wand looks pretty good. That actually looks very similar to the Essence one I really like. But for whatever reason, like, it just never hits that sweet spot, you know, where freshly opened, it's way too wet. It never dries out right. You know, like you want it to dry out just enough to be more volumizing, and it is just not. Okay, I've scraped most of the mascara off where it shouldn't have been. I separated my lashes a little bit, and I'm going to powder the center of my face. Okay, I think that is it for this look today that my son picked out for me. What do we think? I think he did a good job. I really am surprised by the palettes, honestly. I think that was like the biggest shock since I've never actually used them, and I did not have high hopes going in, especially with those first couple shadows, and it actually turned out really, really nice. This lipstick has been really comfortable this whole time. I've been talking and rambling on. Oh, I also have the lip gloss to put on. And it looks really nice. He didn't pick a lip liner, but it's not like smudging everywhere or anything. So that's good. With the red and gold we ended up doing around the eyes, I'm really glad he chose a yellow eyeliner. I think that that looks really, really cute. Matches really well with the gold. So overall, oh, and the blush with all of this, like A+. It all matches. It all went well together, and thankfully that's how it worked out. I have the Buxom Plumping Gloss in Girlfriend. Try to make sure I just put it toward the outside. Has anybody ever had the problem, like I've put this all over my lips before and it kind of like gets in the corner of my mouth, and it kind of makes my teeth hurt if I get it too close to like it going in my mouth. Is that just me? But okay. So overall, I love this look. I think this turned out so cute. So summery. So nice. So thank you, son, for picking some makeup for me. You did a great job. It looks so good. And so I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you will subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.